guys, today I'm here to talk to you about medicine. My 3-year-old needs to be put on an antibiotic, and she needs to take this antibiotic for 10 days, 3 times a day. Now, I know that is a lot for me to have to keep track of and remember, so I'm going to follow these simple steps to help me keep track of everything that she needs to have. For starters, I'm going to take my bottle and just some plain masking tape. You can do it directly on the bottle. I just find it's kind of hard to read. So I'm just taking a roll of masking tape and I'm putting a strip of tape on the back of the bottle. Okay, so now I have a nice spot here that I can write on and see clearly what I need to write. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 columns for her 3 doses per day and 10 rows for 1 for each day. Okay, pretty simple. So now every time that I need to give her a dose, I'm going to make a mark on here. This morning she already missed her first dose because I didn't get this until the afternoon. So on that spot, I'm going to leave it blank because what I'm going to do is I'm not going to skip it. When I get down to my last day, day 10, I'm going to make sure that I go back in and fill in that spot there. So she's getting every single dose, all 3 doses for all 10 days. So for right now, I'm going to leave that spot blank. And I just gave her first dose, so on column B for day 1, I'm just going to make a dot. Done. Easy. So another thing that I've done to give my daughter some ownership over this whole process is I made her a little earning chart. So I'm not sure how well you can see it, but just like how I have my graph on the back of the bottle, I made her a little graph on here. 3 columns with 10 rows, and each time she takes her medicine, I have these little reward stickers. She gets to take a sticker and pop it on that corresponding little square. When this whole sheet is filled up at the end of the 10 days, she's gonna get a little prize. It could be a Hershey Kiss, or it could be a toy from the dollar store, just something to make it less of a chore for having to take medicine for 10 days. Another thing to remember when giving medicine is whether or not your medication needs to be refrigerated or not. So this medication, it's amoxicillin, it needs to be refrigerated. You need to shake it up each time you use it. So I'm gonna keep it front and center in my refrigerator, right on the top shelf, so that every time I open up that refrigerator, I'm gonna see it right away, and that will be another reminder for me to do it. Another helpful trick for me to remember everything is using my phone. I have reminders galore set on my phone. So I've set 3 alarms for each day, and I have it set through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that every time my alarm goes off, in case I've forgotten, it's a trigger to help me remember to go back and get her medication. When I filled out all my spots on my chart, I'll just turn all those alarms off. No big deal. Now, getting your child to take medication, sometimes that can be tricky. For older kids, it's usually pretty easy. I just use a regular measuring cup. When I got this, the pharmacist gave me one of these medicine spoon thingies. I think these are crap. They don't work. The mouthpiece, I find it's too wide to fit in your kid's mouth, and it just spills out them, and then your medicine gets stuck down here in the chamber, and it's a pain to have to clean out. It's all sticky. I don't ever use these. Instead, my favorite thing to do, especially for smaller kids, is to use a dosage, syringe, and cork. What makes these things so great is that it's really easy to measure out the exact amount, and when you're administering the medication, it's really easy to make sure that the entire amount is being taken. So what you do is you take it, and you pop it right inside your medicine bottle, and you're gonna push it down until it goes in all the way. It's in there nice and tight, so nothing's gonna leak. And because this has a cap on it, you don't need to put this back on it. You can just keep it just like this. So you open it up, and in that little hole there, you're gonna take the tip of the syringe and poke it through as far as you can, making sure that's nice and tight. Next, you're gonna turn your medicine upside down. See, nothing's leaking out. You're gonna kind of hold it steady, and you're gonna draw some medication into it, not worrying how much you're getting in there or not yet, because I'm not sure if you can see here, you're definitely gonna get an air bubble. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and push it back up into the bottle, and then the next time I pull out, there'll be no air bubbles, so I can get the exact measurement. So let's measure out half a teaspoon, which is Hazel's dosage, and you just pull your stopper right up to the line that says the correct dosage. Flip it back up. Take the syringe out, close the tap back on, and especially this is really good for really small children, infants. My daughter, she's 3, so right now she can use this, but I just find this so easy. If they're squirming around, you can just really easily stick it in the corner of their mouth and slowly pump this in so it goes into their cheeks so they naturally swallow without gagging or choking. Makes life really easy. And then this is really easy to clean. You can fill up a little bowl of water and just close the syringe into the water until it gets clean, this little tip. or you can just open this up and rinse it under running water, because this comes out completely. Rinse the topper off and just let it run through, and it gets clean really easy, so you're not left with any sticky residue. So one last little thing, my daughter is definitely not gonna finish this whole amount. A lot of people, if they have extra medicine left over, they save it and they're like, oh, if we ever get sick again, we'll take it. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Medicine, especially things that need to be refrigerated, like antibiotics, amoxicillin, penicillin, they do have an expiration date, and it's just not safe for you to be taking it afterwards. The other thing is that whatever's left over wouldn't be enough to complete a full dosage cycle. If you don't take the full amount for the right amount of days, you're not getting the benefits of what your antibiotic is, and it's just not worth it. So when you're done, chuck it, no big deal. So that's about it, guys. If you have any questions or comments or any suggestions for me or for anybody else who's watching this on how you give medicine to your children, please leave it below. Share the knowledge. I'm sure we will all benefit from it. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.